Royalty-free music, technoax.com is techno with a K. If you want to start with that, they have something over there.
And welcome back, geeks and gamers, ninjas, robots. This is HorsePLAY Live. What's up, guys? I'm jamming here, and Yogi's just like, what's going on? Because his Skype player's fucked up. So, it's his fault, not mine. So I'll try to cover. But today is December 3rd. That is confirmed, 2015. We're almost to the end of the year, guys. Episode 103, 103, deliciously titled "Gems of Warframe." Community of the Gaming Special. But before we get into all that goodness and funny shenanigans that we got abound in this show, we're going to introduce everyone's favorite filthy hardcore casual bear lizard that has a weird look on his face right now. The man himself, Yogi Zilla. What's up, dude?
So I was accidentally listening to our own stream and stupid ad played. So you became T-Mobile for a second.
Nice.
Yeah, good time, good time.
Well, like, we're still hosting Gaming Death, I think.
No.
No, are we not?
We unhosted. Yeah, no channels currently be hosted. This time I was ready.
Yeah, okay. Well, maybe I just didn't see it or something.
Yeah. Oh God.
But yeah. Anyway, we're good to go.
Everybody's getting hype about the VGA, the Video Game Awards.
Mm-hmm.
You know, part of me feels like we should keep up with it, and the other part of me is like, eh. They'll talk about all the mainstream stuff, and none of the stuff really.
I'm gonna touch on it on Sunday. The Video Game Awards, kind of like the big winners and stuff like that on Sunday, but it's not gonna be something that we're gonna totally have a huge discussion about. Because really, people do want to know who's winning. Who wins the game of the year and who wins stuff like that. So we'll give some of that news on Sunday, of course. But what do we got going for today, man? I mean, what have you been doing this week?
I have severe itis, so my hype level isn't nearly as high as it can be. But man, because we had a second Thanksgiving today,
and
I was up early, getting a roast pork shoulder cooked and prepping everything else and cleaning up and running back and forth between the computer and the kitchen and the living room, and we finally put the tree up this week, and so much stuff. First world problems, man. I mean, in spite of all the stress, I do love this season. I just like to get past the what happened, Obi?
Nothing.
You look like you're about to fart.
Nothing. Okay? Nope. Everything's great. My cam's I'm fixing my cam on the stream right now, so you guys can't see me. So, while I get that done, what else you been up to this week? I mean, I know you've been busy with food, more food, and then more food on top of that. What gaming you done this week, man?
Gaming?
Mm-hmm.
We can talk about that right now. Oh, I don't know.
Well, no. We're not going to talk about that right now because that's something that's going to be big enough or bigger for the rest of the community here. So, what little things have you been doing? I mean, we're going to touch on a few games that we want everybody to join us and play on.
Yes.
Hint, join our guild type thing.
Yes, we have a whole segment for that.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, but for me. I've been, of course. I've started the weekly raid stream that we're gonna do for my guild on WoW. We did a Tuesday raid, which we just kind of went to shit. We didn't do anything because people were just being derps and just couldn't think straight, apparently. We wiped probably about 7 times on Archimond, and he's like, I'm done. So I'm like, okay, let's go. So like Wednesday we came back in, streamed it again, and we one-shotted him, and then went on to heroics. So but stay tuned, guys.
Damn.
It's going to be more of that. It's going to be Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. We're going to be streaming raids. Now, I'm going to be streaming them, but that's about it. I'm going to jump on about a half hour prior to the raid, and then stay on probably about 10, 15 minutes after the raid for anybody that has any questions or anything or whatever of what we did. So, and it's going to be about a 3-hour stream. So, I figure it'll be something, get me a little bit more exposure, more time behind the camera, behind the computer, and actually conversating with people and getting, the Obi-Wan X2 fans going, so it's, something that I'm kind of pushing forward to. And then of course we got, I'm still not going to say, we got a new show coming to the network. It's been leaked, but we're not going to put it out there right now, but we've got a new show coming to the network, which we might kind of intertwine it a little bit with the Sunday Dose. We don't know yet, so stay tuned for that. And then, of course, for me, this Saturday, I will not be available. The stream will start probably pretty late on Saturday afternoon. Being dumb and not thinking straight, I signed up for a bowling tournament with a friend of mine, and it's Saturday. So, but it's a team of 5, so I got the rest of the teammates to help me on, and it's about $2,500 for the winner. So we're gonna try to go win that and make a few extra dollars for Christmas. So we'll let you know how we do.
Good deal.
Yep. I'm one of those old man bowlers now, Yogi. Seriously, I'm one of those old man bowlers where I just kind of walk up to the line and I just kind of drop the ball. I don't even throw it anymore. Like, I can't. My hips are so jacked. My knees are jacked. So I kind of just limp it. You kind of just throw it up there, and most of the time it got some good balls.
That's the way I bowl. I don't have proper technique at all, and when people keep annoying me about my technique, it throws me off my game, because I don't roll it. Like, how a lot of people get really close to the ground and then they actually roll it off the fingertips. I actually throw it. Like, I don't bounce it, but I throw it. Like, that thing's like a cannonball when I throw it.
Well, I actually have my ball. Well, when my hip and my knees are not all jerking around, like right after I get a cortisone shot, basically is the only time is when I can do this. Is I can actually fingertip it, and then have my thumb all the way in there, and I can actually start on the left side of the lane, go all the way across, then come all the way back in for a strike. That's how much my ball has reaction. I mean, I was a 260 average bowler before I got hurt. So I mean, that's something I'm trying
to. People that do that thing where they like edge the ball right to the gutter, and then it spins enough that it goes back through the middle and just barrels through the middle. I'm like, what the hell?
I'll tell you what. When I'm feeling better and I can actually bowl like I want, this cold weather is just jacking me all up. But when I can actually get in and actually bowl, I'll actually have Fifi take a video of it, so I'll show you. It goes all the way out and then it comes all the way back in. It's just pretty when it's a strike. Oh,
that's fun to do. I can't do that consistently, but yeah, that's impressive. But yeah, I've been doing some raids too, OB.
Yeah.
Yeah, 25-man raids in Elder Scrolls Online.
Nice. Black Dragon.
Crazy.
Black Dragon's been doing raids with his guild on Guild Wars too.
Yeah.
He's been doing a lot of raiding there too as well. So
I think the people that are working on Elder Scrolls Online also did Guild Wars, and I know they definitely did Dark Ages of Camelot. So like, they're really good at doing PvP.
Right.
PvE maybe not so much. Like, the one thing that's lacking is really a lot of like epic battles. There are some, when they happen, you're like, holy shit. Well, like we had a battle that was pretty long. I was like, damn. For Elder Scrolls long, because like, it's not like a 4-hour raid kind of thing, but it'll be like maybe a half-hour battle or an hour-long battle, maybe.
Yeah, on one boss. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Kind of like world content where you're fighting one giant boss.
yeah. Like
Yeah.
in Elder Scrolls, they call them Titans, and they're usually like dragons or like giant golems or colossus type creatures. But it's legit. You know, it's just a shame because the few people I know that I don't already have in the guild, we're repping Geeky Antics on the Xbox One Elder Scrolls Online. People I know that play Elder Scrolls Online that aren't already in the guild play on PC, not Xbox One, and I'm not gonna start up from scratch on PC. No, buy that game again now. It's good, but there's only a few games I'd buy twice, and one of those games actually is Rainbow Six Siege. You bastards forced me. Literally half of you guys are on Xbox One, and the other half's on PC.
Well,
Damn it.
I've gotta wait till after Christmas till I get my Christmas money for that, man. I just can't
That's
get it
fine.
right now. I will get it, but I just can't get it right now.
Well, the price actually went up because the game actually started selling out everywhere. That's actually one of my anecdotes for this week. My Amazon pre-order, which by the way for Cyber Monday, I hope you guys pay attention to Facebook because we had the cheat code. There's a cheat code you can enter on Amazon, and it kind of had it hidden in there.
Is it?
A lot of people missed it, and it was a promo code you entered, and it gave you another 15% off. I think it was off of your order, for pre-orders and new releases, but select ones. And Rainbow Six Siege was one of them. Fallout 4 was there, I think, too. Pretty much any game you really wanted, the extra 15% off. So what I did was I just pre-ordered a bunch of stuff. 'Cause with Amazon, you don't have to pay for it right then and there. You pay for it when it ships. And I got 15% off Battleborn, The Division, Doom 4, what they're just calling Doom, which comes out actually this month around Christmas time. Actually, I think it's Christmas Day. A little weird.
I think it's the 24th, actually.
24th or 26th. It's still weird, but I'm scared for it. I know it's gonna be good, but I'm worried that it's not gonna do that well because of the way it's being released. They should have just waited for next year, but I guess they wanted to sneak it in there.
Right.
So we'll see.
But for you, let everybody know where your Elder Scrolls Online is at.
Oh, the easiest way, just add me on Xbox Live, YogiZilla, and then I'll invite people in. But you know, we're gonna start doing a lot more like gaming talk on the Facebook page. I was thinking about doing like a separate Facebook group just for like strategy talk, but I just want to keep that activity on the page and get everybody involved in the conversation. You know, so we're gonna be talking about Elder Scrolls Online, maybe World of Warcraft, and we'll be talking about in a little bit. Gems of War. I keep wanting to call War of Gems, but
yeah. But for everybody anybody that's playing WoW, you can join us too. We're a PvE guild. We're on, if you're looking for a server to start a new tune, we're in Argent Dawn. Otherwise, of course, with the cross server rating and whatnot, you can do as long as you're on the Alliance. Add me on BattleTag. So, I don't know if we have that in here. Cameron Tyrone, what's up, man?
Yeah, Cam's back. He skipped last week because of the holiday. That's
right. It's okay. It's okay. Yeah, I wanted to skip last week too.
Tonight
on the show, guys, we're gonna get into the holiday spirit. We want to make sure that you guys are too, of course. We're gonna catch up on the latest geeky antics, haps, and community events that we're putting on or getting ready to, or being a part of. We'll share community picks for games that we can play together. That's all as a gang. They're free and maybe even on the cheap. Now, if they do cost money, it doesn't mean you can't play them, because more than likely one of us in the gang has an extra copy of what we're playing. But right now, I believe we're playing all free to play. The two games that the big two games that we're gonna, But as we prep for Christmas and the New Year, let's start thinking about our favorite games of the year, because we're gonna do near the end of the year probably I don't know. We're gonna do one on Christmas Eve, right? Is our last
I'm
show of the
down.
year, right?
Yeah, I'm down for
Okay.
it.
Well, I am too. I mean, I just got to make sure it's one of those things where I got to make sure that I'm over. I might have to like leave and go to where my wife's at and then go to sleep. Because if I go to sleep then, I'm fucked. I'm not gonna get up for Christmas morning and then I'm gonna be pay up for it for 6 months. So, but but yeah, we'll have one and that'll be the last show of the year. Um, Actually, it won't be the last show of the year because the last show of the year is actually on New Year's Eve.
Is it? Let me see. Oh yeah, right. We
I'm
actually Thursday is the 31st. Damn.
I can't. Sorry, bro.
Damn.
That one might be something that we might have to get together on.
Pre-record.
Well, no, pre-record, but maybe get together on Saturday and do a special show. You know,
Yeah.
especially if that's I don't know, is that a Time You Want Me Tea Time week or something? We do something special for on Time You Want Me Tea Time or something for a new show or so. I don't know.
The next time we tea time is December 12th, and then after that, December 26th. We still have 4 whole weekends left in this month, as of right now.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, I don't know if I want to do one on. We're gonna have to either pre-record it or do it a day or two later. Cause
Yeah.
but we still got to keep up with our slots, so I don't know. We'll have to pre-record it someday.
Yeah, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, Christmas, doesn't begin until the morning next day. And if suddenly certain people decide to start exchanging gifts right at midnight, then be like, all right, YOLO.
Hey, whatever.
Because that's not I did not pre-approve that. Nah, you gotta wait. Go to sleep. Wake up in the morning. Have something to look forward to. Dream about what you might get.
Well, I'm looking at something that I got right here. I do want to.
Yes.
I do want to say this right now.
Put it on the camera.
The best monitor that I've ever received.
Oh my god, yes, you're gonna put it on camera.
The best monitor that I've ever received. You guys look down there, right there. It's probably backwards right now, but
that should be
to 24-inch, 144 megahertz, 1 millisecond refresh rate gaming monitor. So thank you to FIFA for that early Christmas present. I still got stuff and everything, but she's like, you can use it now if you want. I'm like, you serious? I can. She goes, well. I was like, yeah, well, I could wait, and she's like, no, you can't. So just take it home. So like when I got back tonight, I hurry up and put it together, and I got some software to put in for it, but for some special stuff. But I love it. But guys, by the way, if you're welcome to the if you're new to the show, and I'm gonna change this up just because I'm not feeling that silly. Welcome to our geeky party. HorsePLAY Live. He's like, HorsePLAY Live is where geeks come to play, and 9 times out of 10 we get in trouble as well. We're the flagship talk radio show for Geeky Antics Network in collaboration with allgames.com. Our show covers all these aspects of geek culture with a special focus on indie and strategy games, technologies. We rant too. More times, I think we have to stop ourselves when we start ranting because we can go on for a while. Did I mention we rant? And of course, we discuss some issues geeks face and community events we put on ourselves or try to be a part of. Sometimes we even talk about retro gaming and tabletop gaming. I said that backwards, but it sounds good. Just because gaming's gaming, no matter what. And food. Food just because we just talk about food.
Yeah.
Like if you guys will see, like my phone's hooked up to when I take a picture, I can automatically send it to Twitter, or I can automatically, it goes into my feeds. And when I you guys will see it if you guys are watching. I'll take a picture of anything that I have, Mexican food. I'll take a picture of it and I'll send it to Yogi. He's not Mexican, but still, I'll send it to him. Like, oh, how's this look? He goes, that looks good. You know, that's some roast con pollo, some Qdobas.
At least now you're not calling it arroz de pollo.
Nah, I didn't say that pollo last time. You just hearing shit.
Once upon a time you did.
I don't know.
Rice of chicken?
Yes, rice of chicken.
I mean, it could work, I guess.
Yogi, tell everybody a little bit more about the show.
So we're live, we're uncut, we're late night. Usually we're hype in spite of it, because that's what happens when we get deliveries. Sometimes we might be sleep deprived and just be like, bow, bow, bow. But we have a good time, And one thing's for sure, there's crazy things are gonna happen. It's late night, the freaks come out at night. We're late night show. That's how we roll.
Hell, we're here. You think about it.
Yeah, and we take advantage of the explicit rating on iTunes and all that stuff. And we say things. Sometimes they may offend. We don't mean to, but it's all for in good fun. That's not mean spirited. So keep it open, man. Have fun. Remember, this is HorsePLAY. With a name like HorsePLAY, gotta expect the shenanigans. You just gotta.
And Obi's disclaimer: if we do say anything that really just offends you, we are sorry, but just get the fuck over it. Really. Don't forget, guys.
I got a comment on the chat because BFT's been sharing a lot of stuff this whole time.
Uh-huh.
I've been bursting to share it. First of all, he's talking about Mortal Kombat, and I love fighting games.
Mm-hmm.
I don't play them as much as I used to, but I like Mortal Kombat, but I just can't justify buying it at full price. Because to me, Mortal Kombat is like Injustice. It's fun. The characters are neat. It's kind of a novelty. When you really think about the mechanics of it, it doesn't feel good. It's very clunky, almost robotic, herky-jerky. It's not smooth. It's not like a Soul Calibur or Marvel vs. Capcom,
or even prior Mortal Kombats. Sorry.
Mortal Kombat's never really worked fast, except for maybe Mortal Kombat 3, but most people hate that one. That's the one that they actually had real combos in it.
Well, the original had real combos in it too.
Yeah, but it was still really slow.
Shit, I wasn't slow. Fuck. Get Raiden and just beat the living shit out of people. You flash up behind them, rip their head off. They're like, what the fuck happened? You flash to the other side, beat the living shit out of them for a while.
See, BFT says it feels amazing. He said stop doing drugs. Mortal Kombat is not a very refined fighter. It's a gimmick. It's fun. But it's not to me, it's not a real fighting game. There's not a lot of technique in it. There's people that are really good at it and then take advantage of mechanics, but see, Cam knows what I'm saying. He's all about the 2D fighter games. The 2D fighters tend to have just better polish, The combo system isn't as good as other ones. Killer Instinct, when I play that game enough, and he's talking juggies, you just suck at fighters. No, I don't try at fighters as much as BFT's a tryhard. Let me tell you, he likes to talk junk. He's trying to rib on me. Okay, we played a couple times in Skullgirls or some other thing. I just play for fun. I'm not trying to be all good. But if I play seriously, I used to do tournaments back in the days. I just don't have time to commit into that. To me, a good fighter, it feels good right off the bat. You don't have to learn how to work around how retarded it is, right? If they make a game where your guy's gimped and you're in a wheelchair and you have to figure out how to walk again, that's not a fun experience to me. That's what Mortal Kombat feels like to me. It's like herk-a-dirk-a-dirk, whereas other games, you could pick them up very easily, but then the more you play it, you can master it. This should be a progression. It shouldn't be you start off and you're like, burp, 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 and you got.
I think BFT's now saying you just suck, dude, because he's played you before in fighters and he whooped your ass.
I already said that though. I already admitted to him.
I do like the comment though that the years of spicy food has hardened his anus though. That's a really good comment. He's talking about he's eating pizza with jalapenos and hot sauce. And he's like, years of spicy food has hardened my anus. I'm great.
Yeah, the spicy food will get you. But see, BFT says he plays to win. I don't. I play for fun. That's my number one thing. That sounds like a cop out, but I'm just that I don't care that much that much to get into it. Like for fighting games, to me, it's just more of the rush,
Mm-hmm.
you know. So like I'll play against the try hard, but I'm not gonna try harder, you know. But I like if I compare Killer Instinct to like Mortal Kombat, I like the combo system in there a lot better. You know that you could do some really slick combos in there. Where in Mortal Kombat, it's like but winning is fun to you, I guess. I don't mind losing. I'm not a sore loser. But that's me. Like I'm not competitive like that. Not anymore.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, you're not winning anything.
Definitely.
See, Cam knows what's up with Killer Instinct. I think Killer Instinct is a better fighter than Mortal Kombat. But I can't justify full price on Mortal Kombat. Even when Mortal Kombat went down for Black Friday, it went down to like $40 or something like that for the deluxe version. I was still like, eh. So like they just really announced that they're gonna have like the Xenomorph from the Aliens franchise and Leatherface from Texas Chainsaw Massacre and all that stuff. That's cool, but again, gimmicky. Like I'm not gonna get me to buy the game. Soul Calibur, they'd have those little gimmicks, and it'd be like, ooh, you could play as Yoda and Link and whatever Spawn. But at the end of the day, it's a fun fighting game, and it's fun whether you're getting your ass kicked or not. You know, I don't know. That's just my feeling on it. Mortal Kombat, I'll wait for that to go on sale. People can make the argument, oh well, single player it has a good story. Okay, cool, but I don't play games for story. I play it for the online experience. That's what I have time for.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Obi is not feeling it.
Don't forget, guys. HorsePLAY Live is every Thursday at 11 p.m. Eastern Time, 8 p.m. Pacific on Twitch channels Geeky Antics and simulcasted over on YogiZilla. All right there. We saw some Zilla crack. HorsePLAY Live replay is also available earlier on Thursdays at 5 p.m. Eastern on allgames.com. So you guys can check that out. Give us a few minutes of your time. You don't even have to listen. Just leave it in the background. Sorry. Yogi gets up and I see his Yogi crack.
That was my lower back, not my crack. There was no crack.
You got a
there.
big fucking crack, dude. That some bitch went all the way up your back then.
No, that was my my freaking happy trail you saw. The back happy trail.
Anyway.
I heard the pets playing outside the door to the man kiss. I wanted to see if they wanted in.
Oh, man. And it's time for the obligatory news and rants.
Ding! I like your little cue, Ovi. I'm sporting a canyon. My butthole, what? Christie Canyon? Whoa. Rainbow I don't even know. Rainbow Six Siege.
Damn, that's deep.
And it had a few slight hiccups, but in spite of all the hiccups people have had, it's definitely more polished than what the beta showed us. People are loving it from what I can tell. The few people that I know are playing it. The consensus is that it's not as good if you don't have friends that play it, because going with randoms is rough. And the only problem I've had with the game is that you will get, and it's more on console. You don't see it on PC as much, but on console, you always have that one douche that will freaking start off the round shooting at his teammates. I have one of two theories. Either they're just serious trolls and they just they don't really care about it. They got the game as a gift or whatever, and they don't, they're just there to grief people. Cause that's what they think is fun. Just like some people, to them, fun is just winning all the time. They don't actually just enjoy the experience. That's some fun is griefing. All right, okay, I guess different strokes, different folks. And if that's not what's going on, the other thing is, I think there's some people that really have no idea how. I don't know what happened. Obi's like losing it, but I think there's some people that
damn, that's deep.
That freaking shoot. The people that mainly don't understand tactical shooters, so like they spawn and they see a bunch of guys around them with guns, and they're like, "Holy shit, shoot them!" And they didn't even bother to check that they're friendlies. Oh, we missed it completely.
No, I heard it.
House.
What's up, dude? So
and I really think that's part of what's going on. I think people are they are just really On console, I totally buy it because like console folks, they're still really behind on multiplayer. Like they're a decade behind on what the PC's been doing. Like they're still catching up with like all of this stuff. Like so like a lot of the stuff you're seeing on console is like brand new to console players because they don't even bother with the PC side of stuff. All right, fair enough. So I'm thinking that it's like they see people like spawn, and they don't think, oh, these are my teammates. They just start shooting. Shoot now, ask questions later. I don't know. So they just end up team killing, and then they get mad. They wonder why
Everybody's pissed off at them
and shooting them. Like they don't get it. And the thing is, I hope they fix this. I haven't noticed it yet, but sometimes the people that do that, the team kill, are the hosts of the server of the session. I hate freaking peer-to-peer hosting. It should all be dedicated servers, but I know that's a lot to ask for. But whatever. But you shoot them, and then they get mad and leave, and then the session ends instead of transferring host. And even Call of Duty fixed that. So yeah, it's like a retarded version of spawn camping.
Yeah, but I
you
think
spawn
like
camp your own teammates.
instead of having like the only thing that I hate about those kind of games where you have a host, like there needs to be dedicated servers. I know it's cheaper for the game and it's cheaper to when it comes out if you don't have to have all that stuff, and it'll probably come later, but there needs to be the dedicated servers because when you have those people that can host that have that really good internet. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. There's people that have it that just are awesome.
Yeah.
But if one thing goes wrong or doesn't go their way, they're gone. Guess what? It's no skin off their back. They'll find another game because they can just host another game. But everybody else that was playing it or doing whatever is like, it's just like, don't piss this guy off because he's the fucking host. There needs to be dedicated servers for us to play on.
Or at least make it so that it'll pause the session and then transfer the host over to the next best person,
Yeah, if that one person leaves.
Yeah.
I mean,
they'll just kill the whole freaking session. Because, like, in Rainbow Six Siege, let's say you're playing the standard multiplayer where you switch between attack and defend, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's multiple rounds. It's like it's a best of what is it? Best of 3. But if you tie up, it goes into overtime. Yeah, that's how it works. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Best of 3 or best of 5? Yeah, best of 3. I can't even think now. But anyway, that's not the point. The point is, you'll be halfway through it, and then the host will leave. He didn't like the way a play went down or whatever. He got rage quit. Boom, session's dead. Everybody gets disconnected. Silly. So hopefully,
Not Panda says that it does migrate hosts now.
On Rainbow Six Siege, I haven't noticed anyone leaving lately. I've been playing more on the PC side, so
PC
the
Master
first
Race,
person
baby.
times out completely. Oh, he says if the first person times out completely, the person that doesn't need a host, everything dies. Rip. Yeah. There's gotta be ways to code that better. Like, this is what I mean. Like, games keep looking slightly better, but they haven't figured out netcode and AI. Like, these are the things they need to like really innovate on. Cam says in Battlefield 3 he'll post up in a doorway under the stairs well after he put a claymore around the door entrance and just watch people boom boom. Oh, claymores are fun. I loved claymores in Call of Duty when they let you carry 2 of them. Oh, those were the days. I'd always put them in weird spots people will never expect. And then, boom, it's like, who put a claymore there? Me.
Or you get those elitist guys going, what fucking moron would put a claymore right in the middle of the freaking road? And like, what idiot would just run over a claymore in the middle of the road?
Yeah, because if you put it in the threshold of the doors, people are going to check for those. They're going to know to look for a claymore there, right?
Mm-hmm.
The only people we're going to catch are the people that
I used to put them at the bottom
in.
of stairs.
Bottom of stairs are good, too. People don't think about those.
On the bottom step pointing out. So if they come around the corner going up the steps, they get blowed up. If they come down the steps, they don't see it in time, and they get blowed up because it blows up from the back. It's great.
You got to angle it just right because if you trip it, make it so it trips a certain way, and the projection of the explosion doesn't go the right direction, they'll literally just walk right past it. It's like you hear click, boom, and they're like, oh, was that an explosion? The claymores, I always love them because it's an art to know how to use them effectively. Because you could put some bad placement of the claymores and people can just run right past them and
Or
nothing
they could just come
happens.
up behind them and knife them.
Yeah, yeah,
As long as they're behind, they don't take any damage.
yep.
That
It
is something that I'd like to do. Here, I don't know when, but just sometime, is get on like Call of Duty, Black Ops 2 or Modern Warfare 2 or just whatever. Get on one of the old Call of Duties, get in a multiplayer, and just go. See how many hackers we can come across while
Oh
we're
God,
leveling up, just
I
to
would
do
love to
it.
go back to Modern Warfare 2, but it's just so many script
There's
kiddies
so many
modding
hackers,
and
man. Oh my
yeah,
god. And you
that's
can't do anything about it because it's not really supported anymore.
yep. So it's like I even watched my son playing in these modded lobbies. Said I told him you gotta stop messing with that because that could get you banned on a console if they know you're messing with that kind of stuff. You know, but he doesn't listen. He's a hard-headed motherfucker, Warhammer looking motherfucker.
Oh, he said Warframe looking motherfucker
Oh
earlier.
yes, we changed it today. Warframe looking motherfucker. But yeah, it's a shame. Like, whatever.
For you guys that
The,
like Rocket League,
yeah,
now Rocket League may be coming to the Xbox One, as developers confirmed. It will be coming to other platforms. Now, which platforms that is you got to think about it though. Cross-platform support's finally happening. I know what is it PS4 and PC right now that have
yeah, which
Rocket
is a bit
League, which
surprising.
is weird.
Yeah.
If it comes to Xbox, you can look forward to come. It could be a multi-platform game that could actually take off. Because I
Oh,
know a bunch of
Terry Claus said it's official that it's officially coming to Xbox One. So there you go. I didn't watch the VGA. I had no interest in whatsoever in that. But I heard the blurb about it rather. So yeah, that's dope. Officially, they're saying in the chat February. I mean, we don't need confirmation. If they said for a while it's gonna come to other platforms. What other platforms are there? It's on PC. It's on a PS4. It's not going to the Wii U. That's a dead platform.
I don't know. You never know.
And it wouldn't work on mobile. Can you imagine Rocket League on mobile?
Yeah, like an iPad or something, and you just turn for your.
Really? You think it'd work?
Hell yeah, dude!
Oh,
Just like a
dude.
racing game, man.
But dude,
Like I play like me and what's his name? He's one of our viewers, but he's my bowling partner, Nick. I play Real Racing 3 with him on our phones. Like all we gotta do is get in it once a day. We run races together, like yeah, all the time, and it's right on our phones. I
yeah,
got a
but
lot of stupid freaking phone games, you guys.
Rocket League wouldn't lend itself too well on mobile, even if they optimize it for it, because yeah, you could stick to the ball cam,
Mm-hmm.
but it's a lot of times I like to toggle between the ball cam and the regular cam, because you don't want to always look at the ball. You have the arrow letting you know where the ball is at. Sometimes that ball cam screws you up because it messes with your steering, and then you don't know where the power ups are at. And then you do stupid stuff. So,
Mm-hmm.
especially, I don't like that the ball cam also like follows the ball so tight that when it goes up high in the air, you're looking at the ball and you can't see what's going on around in the field unless you look in the mini map or something. So you gotta switch between the ball cam and the regular camera. And with mobile, the mobile devices should be able to pull out. I mean, it's a pretty good looking game. It's not like cutting edge, but it's graphically nice. It's pumping out some polygons. And then all the customization you could do on it. And a lot of the tablets, unless you have like the third or fourth generation tablets, would be like, meh. Phones would be fine, but that's too small of a screen. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe a companion app. I like companion apps. Maybe they could do a companion app for it, where you can pimp your ride. Rocket League, pimp my ride. No? Oh, I'll be not going for it. The Santa says he was multitasking watching the Wiz Live and the Game Awards at the same time. Not very easy. That's gotta send you some really mixed signals. And BFT says 3DS and Vita could handle it. Oh yeah, you forget completely about these handheld gaming systems. I just don't see it happening with Nintendo. Nintendo's just not really forging those third-party relationships. And Vita's kind of on its way out, isn't it? It's just become a port station, for emulation and last year's treasures, I guess.
Yeah, the 3DS is the big thing right now.
And Rocket League won for the category of sports racing game. They actually had some nice surprises from what I heard this year. The Witcher 3 got some love, which is deserved because everybody thought it was going to be Fallout 4 in that category, but Witcher 3 got the love. Because people realize, the jump from Fallout 3 to Fallout 4 wasn't as significant as the jump from Witcher 2 to Witcher 3. There's people still talking about Witcher 3, like still playing it. That's how much game there is. That's how much replay value there is. So, yeah.
People that started playing it when it first came out, they don't play it anymore. Just saying.
I still hear people playing it and talking about it.
Well, those people are dumb.
Oh, okay. I mean, that'd be me. I just don't have the time to put into that. That's the kind of game you can't sit down and just play like 30 minutes or an hour. You have to sit down for long sessions and you want to make any kind of progress. Splatoon won for the best multiplayer game. Yeah, well, I guess. Multiplayer, I hate making such a broad category best multiplayer because like there's so many different flavors of multiplayer. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I
feel like designating multiplayer as its own broad umbrella is stupid. We do our own game awards unofficially. I think this year we'll want to do it more formally. Have game of the year picks across categories, and then look forward to the year in gaming next year, 2016. What else we got here? To talk about Atari Lynx.
Battleborn delayed.
Yeah, Battleborn was delayed. That's another big thing. I think this is old news, but it just hit me because I was like looking at it when I pre-ordered it, and I remember they were still saying April. No, that was supposed to be a February release or March.
February.
Was it February?
Mm-hmm.
So they pushed it 2 months. May 2016. Back to the Rocket League thing. I hope that Microsoft is smart and they set up cross-play as well. So I think Sony might have that locked down because Microsoft has been kind of dropping the ball with the cross-platform stuff. They're pushing the Windows 10 upgrade too hard, and that's gonna fuck them up.
I don't think it will. They're pushing that Windows 10 upgrade, so then the cross-platform will be easy.
Yeah, but see,
it takes time,
like
dude.
it.
I mean, they've got things in the work. They're doing what they need to do with the Windows 10 platform.
Them pushing Windows 10 for cross-platform actually makes me want to upgrade to Windows 10 even less. So sorry, Gigantic.
Yeah, I was about to say that too. Hell, I don't even play that game.
Yeah, I don't like that. Like, I shouldn't have to make a lifestyle decision just to play your game. You should be accommodating me, because that makes your user base you want your user base to be as wide as possible. Because if it's not a community playing the game, and it's a multiplayer game, what the fuck is the point? There's nothing,
Mm-hmm.
It makes no sense, And then there's people that lead us that are like, why haven't you upgraded to Windows 10? Because I don't fucking want to. Let me use Windows 95 if I want. If I want to use Windows 95, fucking let me use Windows 95. Or Windows ME. I'll use Windows ME. There you go. I'll use Windows ME. Just say fuck you to everybody. But anyway, we'll see what happens.
Tiger Claw says, what do you guys think of Psychonauts? Psychonauts 2 being announced. I didn't know it was coming out.
Psychonauts goes on sale a lot. The PC version is pretty good. If you haven't played it yet, definitely check it out. BFT made a good point. The Gigantic will also be on Xbox One, and yeah, that's the version I'll play. But that just sucks that it's not on that. To play it on PC as well, you have to have Windows 10 now. Early on in the alpha, you didn't have to have Windows 10. And then when Windows 10 came out, they forced that upgrade. That's fruity as hell. And this is another thing. And again, we're gonna mention this game a lot this show, but Gems of War doesn't have a cross-platform because Microsoft has some kind of stipulations with how cross-platform, what you have to do cross-platform. So even though the developers have figured out a way to link accounts across iTunes, and Google Play, and so Android and Apple devices, and PC/Steam, you could use the same account on all those platforms on their game. Microsoft was like, Xbox One, no, can't make it cross-platform. I guess it has to be exclusive or there's some kind of stipulation. Again, short-sightedness, because the more people can say, hey, I'm playing this game, but I'd rather play it on this platform. All right, cool, you can still join our guild. Boom. But anyway, what else? Oh, a weird release happened. A little ninja release. The PS3 got a ninja release in the remastered GTA San Andreas. So now you could revisit that game, crash cars and airplanes, shoot people, run over old ladies, and earn trophies while doing it. There you go.
Boring.
Yeah, so random, but this says a lot about this generation. We're almost 3 years in. Okay, maybe two and a few months in, but still, let's just say almost 3 years, and we're still gonna see PS3 and Xbox 360 support for at least another whole year, I would say. And I'm being modest. I think more like 2 years. There's a lot about this console generation, and not just a Microsoft problem; it's a Sony problem too. And Nintendo, well, they're not even really in the race. Aren't they releasing the NX soon? Their new system? I think they're releasing it this month or something crazy like that.
2016.
Okay, I heard something. Someone was talking about it. It's not even on my radar. But yeah, that's crazy. Cam says he gives it 3 years. Yeah, I think 3 years before they finally start really forcing the issue and telling people, hey, look, we dropped the price this much. We made it really good for you, and we're no longer supporting it. Oh, NX isn't close. All right. I thought I heard from some Nintendo fan cast that the NX is coming out soon. That's good because they need to write out the Wii U.
No, it's actually it's at least 18 months, if not 2 years away. Still.
Okay, that's good.
It's gonna be end of 16, 17.
Still, you think about it. If even in 18 months they'd be releasing a console when this generation is really just gaining traction. Actually, I would say this holiday season is finally giving the new console generation some real traction, right? So it's really starting now, but it's weird timing. Before the next console war, the X will come out. Yeah, that's awkward. What else we got? And like we mentioned earlier, Doom comes out at the end of this month. That's another weird release. In the movie world, Gremlins, the sequel. I think we mentioned this before, but it's not going to be a reboot. It's actually a sequel. The Gremlins movie is a sequel, not a reboot. So that should be good.
We'll see.
That's what they said, and some of the old actors that are still around are gonna be on there. Obviously, not reprising their original roles. Maybe, well, maybe they will, but they'll be like in the future. You know, who knows? Maybe they'll reprise old roles. Who knows? But I'm excited about it. I love Gremlins. I miss that. I miss Gizmo. What's going on? There's a lot of stuff in the chat here. Cap says as long as there's puppets, he's down. Yeah. Can't go wrong with Gremlins. I don't think they could really... Even Hollywood can't mess that up. Did you see the Captain America Civil War trailer?
No.
Obi? Are you even mildly interested?
Nope.
Do you like the Avengers movies?
If I see it on, well, yeah. I mean, I like movies in general. I mean, if I see it on TV and it's like, oh yeah, let's come see this, or I'm not gonna go make a special trip to the theater just to go watch it. No.
Oh, I'm not either. But I'm curious.
When it comes out on DVD, sure.
Yeah.
I'll probably watch it and buy it, probably, or depends on whatever. But I'm really, all my movies are like right now. We have a Hulu, and we have the no commercial plan, to where there's commercials, but there's no commercials in the middle of your shows. You know how
Yeah.
Hulu does that. Well, we pay like $13.99 opposed to like $9.99 or whatever it is, and we only pay like $2 or $3 more, and we have no commercials. We have one commercial at the end or at the beginning of the movie. That's it.
Yeah. That's not bad.
And then nothing in the middle. That's awesome. I don't care if there's commercial on the beginning and the end. As long as there's not freaking commercials all through the freaking movie, I'm good. I want to watch the whole episode and then I'll take a commercial, because then I can go take a piss, do whatever I need to do. So that's exciting to me.
Well, you know, like we don't really go to watch movies in the theaters because it's expensive, and you have to multiply it by our household size, which, not gonna happen. Not at $10-15 a ticket. Fuck that. you know.
Mm-hmm.
I know people that pay like $20-25 overseas. God, I heard someone was telling me overseas that to go to per person is like $30 US when you convert it. I'm like, damn, the movie can stay right there.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got to think about concessions and all that stuff too, because you want to have something to snack on.
Yeah, that's true. Unless you're like me and we sneak popcorn and shit in a big purse. Anyway,
yeah.
Speaking of
small snacks, definitely.
Right. If you guys are new to the show, of course, and new to Geeky Antics, you guys can now. I do want to give some information since this is the news segment. We're about done with it. So I want to let you know that TeamSpeak is functional now. We have everything set up. If you guys are members of Geeky Antics and you get on TeamSpeak, it's okay. We'll get to you. I promise. Anybody that has an A by their name, Yogizilla, Morgana Freya, anybody that has an A by their name can give you your membership. If it's something that is bigger than a membership, if you're supposed to be a admin or whatever, I'll give that to you when I see you next. So everything is done with TeamSpeak. We'll be adding a little things here and there, but yeah, so you guys can once you're a member, you guys can get into any channel above streaming, which is half the TeamSpeak anyway, just for being a member. So it's all the Geeky Antics channels and every gaming channel that we have in there. So Mr. Sun 21, what's up, man? How you doing, buddy? But that is for that, guys. If you guys want to join that, come back on there now. I really enjoy when I get on TeamSpeak, or I look on it on the morning time or the afternoon, late evening, and I see like 10 people on here just shooting the shit, all in one big channel, or a couple of separate. That's cool. That's why I have it. So that's why we have it. So if you guys need it, any questions for that, just let us know. The admins will take care of you. If they can't do something, they'll get a message to me. So, yeah, I know. That's all we all see from Yogizilla is glasses and a mic.
It's my thing. That's what I do.
We do have a few, maybe not.
No deals for cheap bastards. All we're gonna say is that I'm sure everybody's suckered out from the holiday shopping and the deals, Cyber Monday week, Black Friday week. Not even a day anymore. It's crazy, and yeah. I'm sure everybody wants to put everything behind them. Hopefully, you have all your holiday, your Christmas shopping done. But Steam did have the Explorer sale, and there's going to be other stuff, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
But, let's speed things along, because I know we spent a lot of time on the news and whatnot. We'll skip the shout-outs, but we do want to shout out real quick all our sponsors, geekyants.net/sponsors. Oh, this is sponkers. Yogi's a Mike. Yes, I am. And all the folks that are part of that gang, our community of streamers, podcasters, writers, game designers, gamers, geeks, awesome people. The Worst Radio Show, Gaming Death Podcast, 42 Level 1, 365 Flicks Podcast, Gods of Mayhem, Zombie Cast, Knuckleballer Radio, all our peeps, all our friends, you know who you are, our family over at allgames.com. You guys know who you are. We love you. But I know people are really aching to come in on the call. Should we start bringing people in, Obi? You ready?
You know it grinds my gears.
Oh, Obi, do you have an Obi on a podium moment today?
Fucking blinkers. If you're driving down the goddamn road and there's multiple lanes, and if a dumb-ass sumbitch gets in a car length ahead of me, and we're both going at least 50 miles an hour, and you change your lane, use your goddamn blinker. Please. I'd be very much appreciated. Like I the other day, this is funny, and I do this on purpose a lot. I will go up to somebody that will just, they change lanes, they do this, they do that, and no blinkers. I'll go up to them, roll down my window. I was like, dude, you ran out of blinker fluid. And then he'll start doing his thing. He's like, oh shit, maybe I did, or or whatever. The blinker fluid, really? Okay, do your blinkers work? Well, yeah. Well, fucking use them. Then I'll roll up my window. And then he'll be sitting there yelling, oh, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. Yeah. Use your blinkers, jerk off.
That's one of my biggest pet peeves. And the worst thing is when people not just try to take over your lane, and there's like a little tiny space they think they can squeeze into, they think they're speed racer. But what's worse is when they not just try to take over your lane, cut you off, but then they go like 2 or 3 lanes over in one shot.
Yeah, with no blinker.
It's highly illegal.
With no fucking blinker. You can state driving law and what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to go 1 lane at a time, stop, look, then 1 lane at a time, stop, look, 1 lane at a time. Yeah, whatever. Nobody does it. Not even you, not me. I don't give a goddamn. If I got to get across a 4-lane highway and I can go now all 4, I'm doing it.
I mean, if there's no one in eyesight.
I'm not lying. Like everybody's going this way, right? And my car is going this way. Because you see it. Get the fuck out of the way.
Cam understands our rants because he's saying he hates when you try to turn into a lane and people speed up. Oh, fuckers.
Dude, I'll get in there and this is like my wife goes crazy. Like, Fifi, she'll sit there and go, and close her eyes, right? I don't want to see it coming. And there'll be a car,
she said.
Probably 20 car lengths, just way far back there enough. And the speed limit is only 35 miles an hour where I pull out of my driveway. So I pull out. And then they come running up on my back bumper. Last time somebody came running up on my back bumper, guess what? I got a dent in my bumper. Because he hit me. And all the cops said was, how fast were you going? He goes, 30. No, you weren't. Because by the time I hit 30, you were slamming on your brakes to stop from hitting me in the bumper, which you still did.
You're smiling about it, so I imagine you're not in a no-fault state.
I am in a no-fault state, but he slammed into me, dude. His insurance company's fixing my shit.
Florida is no fault.
Michigan's no fault too.
No, but this is the problem. Florida is really hardcore. So the way they handle no fault, both insurance companies pay for that shit. So everybody's involved. If you fart in the vicinity of the accident, your premium's going up.
Which that's another thing, man. I pay insurance every month. All right. And you get one of these people, like, I haven't had an accident or a ticket in so long. I mean, like, I was still in my teens. I don't remember. But it's like I haven't had an accident, hadn't had no points, no nothing. And then you get one speeding ticket, 5 over. And your premium goes up from such and such dollars to $100 and such dollars. Wait a minute, wait.
Yeah.
Huh? How much for a 5-speed? Like, you get an accident? Oh God! You can't even pay your car insurance. You got to go down. You got to go down to PLPD. You got to go down to PLPD just to pay the bill.
Yeah, it's just crazy. I think insurance companies are finally catching up though, because now they have good driver policies. So if you have X amount of months consecutive with
Yeah,
no problems,
because Uncle Sam told them you can't do that shit. You can't raise
yeah,
somebody's premium like that. So you got to give people incentives. You got to do something
yeah,
to where if they're accident free for a year, guess what? They get a free month or whatever of insurance paid because they accident because they get checks like with Allstate. You get your Allstate bonus check for every 6 months that you're accident free. You get a bonus check from them. A State Farm, for every year that you're accident free, your premium goes down 10%.
yeah.
That's what I have. So that's what we have. So, well, not me, my wife, but she takes care of all that. But it's it's just something that these insurance companies have to start doing this, or they're gonna lose out because the government's been cracking out on everything. And Yogi, your answers being your problems being answered, just probably not as fast as you're going to want it to. The government is also cracking down on monopolization of cable providers, internet providers.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Here in 16, and you'll probably see it more towards the election coming due. In 2016, they're going to be cracking down and either saying give better deals or give better plans, no more overage on data charges, all that other bullshit. Because dude, how is your internet? Your internet's capped. Mine's not. What's the difference? And I'm gonna ask you
Well,
this.
according to Comcast, they don't cap or throttle.
Bullshit.
But
If
as
they're
far as
charging you for overages, that's a fucking cap.
exactly, and I'm like, yeah, I could keep using it indefinitely, but I'm gonna pay for it. Cause the way I look at it, I'm pretty much paying a $10 fee every time I install a new game. That's basically what it comes down to. Because if a modern game is about 40 to 60 gigs, maybe 80 gigs, for those really nice HD games, right?
Mm-hmm.
So every time I download those games, if I do it fully digital, I'm paying $10 on top of that. Cause it's $50, $10 for every 50 gigs. That shit adds up. It adds up faster than people realize.
Mm-hmm.
Tyrecross says Uverse is capped at 250 gigs, but I never reached it. Oh, maybe back in the days, but now if you're streaming audio, streaming video, installing games, you know, some games are like that. A lot of games on consoles, they don't compress very well. So like, I think it was Assassin's Creed Black Flag. At one point, I uninstalled it, and with all the DLC, it was like 80, 90 gigs or something ridiculous like that. So I'm putting it on the high end. All right, but let's say 30 to 40 gigs per modern game, on average. Still, yeah, you install one or two games, you're getting a $5-10 surcharge on top of it. That's the way I look at it. It's a video game tax. Stupid, but the caps should not exist anymore. Caps used to exist because there was limited bandwidth. The infrastructure couldn't handle the strain. That's not the case anymore. Now it's just there because they want to nickel and dime people. Anyway. Obi,
Yeah, illegally, motherfuckers.
Obi, do your thing so we can bring people in.
Do my
the
thing.
thing. The fang. The fang. You see where I'm at?
Oh man.
I'm sending you brainwave. Okay, you don't have to do it. Let's just bring people in.
Yogi.
Yes.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Chat. Are you ready?
You ready?
You're stupid. It's time for Geeks Engaged. It's time, guys. All right. We're going to open up the lines, guys. We're going to bring some people in TeamSpeak. Keep in mind, please, as we get the information for you in chat here, one of the mods will get that up. Please, if you guys want to be on here, please use headphones. I know you guys want to be heard and you guys would love to come on here and talk, but we do not want to hear ourselves in your speakers. So Just giving you a fair warning right now. If I hear speakers, I'm just gonna remove you from the channel. So
Word.
put some headphones on. Help us out. Help yourself out. Let's have a good call. So, I figure BFT would put it in there by now, but he's like on the ball, but not today.
Well, we got a lot of chat going on in there.
Yeah.
But we're still they're still talking about, like, this burns a lot of people up, how crappy the internet infrastructure in the U.S. is. We pay so much more for inferior service. And I talk to a lot of people overseas, and it's like the amount they pay is, and they have fiber optic, and I'm like, they're paying so much less. I'm like, what?
Over there.
What?
Well, we have
What's where?
what?
What's
You
where?
need to read to your mom.
Really? What's going on with mom?
What did mom do? What? Can't tell. Don't tell my mom. I just feel bad.
Don't tell on me. You're a tattletale.
I don't think Cam realized we pulled him in.
No, he doesn't.
Oh, my
Anyway.
bad.
Anyway,
I was sorry. I didn't know I was on. I was telling my kid to get a book.
right. And basically,
Get a book. Get literate, yo.
I done forgot now. You don't know
Sorry,
your
Obi.
mouth,
I'm sorry, Obi.
mother flower.
BFT has 5 beers inside of him. I wonder where he stores them. If you had to stash beers on your person, how would you go about doing that? Okay, let's not go down that road.
I put it in the front and sucked in my stomach.
Like, no one noticed my fat rolls. Just put it under each roll of fat.
Hard as bottles.
Well, if you got a thick coat on, you just put it in your armpit and just there.
That's right. No one will.
If you got a
suspect
coat
you.
on, you just make sure you have a bigger coat. You just put it right in your sleeve and just let it hang, because then you're.
And then you're the one asshole wearing a triple goose down winter coat in the middle of summer.
So. Don't the drug dealers do that shit?
They do.
Dude, I'm serious, man.
Dude, it's so true. That's how you know
June.
someone is really ghetto.
This is June, man.
Oh
How
my
about
god.
you just tape them in between your thighs? There you go.
All right, we're getting a little. Anyway, June. All right, and downtown, and this is Holland. Okay, this is not. This is a Christian Reformed neighborhood, or city. So, downtown on 16th Street. It's funny. This guy. I'm not gonna say anything, but this guy, he's walking down the road and he has this big old coat on. I mean, like he's got his arms half out and just wobbling down the road. Well, I watched it happen, and this cop sits there and and he stops. He turns around, and cop's on the hat, and was talking to him for a second, and the cop turns around, and this guy takes off. Pew! And as soon as he takes off, a bunch of shit drops out of his coat. Like the baggies and all this other shit. The cop just looks there and goes, "Oh, we got a runner." He takes off behind him, and he leaves his car there, which is it's locked up. But then he leaves all the dope on the sidewalk. And I asked, who was I don't know who I was with, but I asked who I was with. I was like, "What do we do? Do we go get it? I mean, do we go take this shit or what?" And then he's like, "No, that cop car's got a camera. See it?" No, okay, we're not. Yeah, we were gonna take it. We were gonna make sure like people didn't try to grab it, because that's evidence, you know.
Oh yeah, you know. Or you could always whip out your janitor suit, pretend you're part of city sanitation, and like accidentally sweep it along, like through. Oh, what's that? How did that get in my dustbin?
Janitor, did you see any narcotics on the sidewalk? Nope. None at all, sir.
Nope. But when that dust started flying in the air, I sure felt lightheaded.
I got some shit done.
But no, it was just like he's a drug dealer, you know. This big old June. I mean, he's sweating his ass off.
Oh yeah.
This is like one of those thermo ski jacket coats, okay? So it's like made for like -30. And he's sitting there in 80-degree weather just walking down the sidewalk. Come on, dude. You want to get pulled over by a cop?
Yeah,
The
nah.
cop pulled me over because I was black. No.
Yeah, right.
He pulled you over because you look stupid. Doesn't matter if you're white, black, purple, pink, or yogi color. I don't know what color. Brown. I think.
I'm caramel.
You're caramel.
Like that. 90 degrees weather. They got like a hooded damn winter coat.
This is funny. We were in the bowling alley tonight, and this guy, he just comes out of nowhere, drinking at the bar, watching the Lions and the Red Wings play. Needless to say, I got to go check the Lions score. Dude, we were kicking Green Bay's ass, dude. I don't care. I got to check it. But he goes something about, I don't know, something. All of a sudden I hear, "You ain't from Detroit?" And I turn around and go, "What the fuck we want to go to Detroit for, that shithole?" He goes, "Man, watch what you saying." I was like, "What? Detroit is a shithole, man. You guys can't keep your streets up. All your factories closed down. I mean, what's up?" I'm just talking shit. And one of the other bowlers, which is like swolled up, he's like 6'4", 280 pounds, comes up behind, "You all right, man?" And this guy, he just kind of is like, "Yeah, I'm good," and he walks away. You ain't from Detroit. What the fuck we want to go to Detroit for? That's like saying, that's like telling you that you're not from Atlanta, saying you ain't from Atlanta. No shit, Sherlock.
Yeah, it's a badge of honor to these hood rats.
Hood rats.
It's like, you ain't from the piece of poop that I came from. Like, why are you proud of that? All right, the struggle is real. We get it, but I don't know if I want to brag about that.
I'm a conquering fly. I fly to all the heaps of shit.
It's that empire mentality. It's like, yeah, it was a shithole, but I ruled that shithole.
For reals.
Oh man, when I see like these like indie films that are filmed in Detroit and like the little streetcar cams and stuff like that, Google Earth views and stuff of Detroit, that's just depressing. Like, so many beautiful houses boarded up, these streets that are like dead and silent, and like no one there. It's like just a ghost town. Like, damn, son, is it that bad?
Here to make a movie, those are some good shooting locations.
For horror, yeah.
Bullshit.
A horror, like a thriller, hell yeah. But it's still depressing, like, to think that a whole city could go bankrupt, and they would go from like a relatively booming economy to that's bad.
Like the Hunger Games in the hood over there, man.
Yo, for real.
Fucking Green Bay. All you freaking
huh?
cheesehead motherfuckers.
They were down 20-0, man.
Yeah, a Hail Mary play is what won in the damn game.
What?
Lucky bastards.
Last play?
Yeah.
I missed it.
It was 20 to 23.
It's that garbage time, dude.
It was 20 to 23, and they had the ball on the, 41, and Aaron Rodgers threw up a Hail Mary with like 3 seconds, and they caught it in the end zone.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like
Dude,
that
that's
game
it.
on Monday that ended on a blocked field goal.
You know what they should have done is they should have said, "Megatron, hurry up, go, safety, go," and let's let that son bitch go back to the end zone and just jump for the ball.
But dude, that's what happens, especially if you do fantasy football. You realize how much bullshit happens in garbage time. Like those final seconds, maybe the final few minutes in the game.
When they put in the second string quarterback just to, garbage time, garbage stats.
Yeah.
Get it?
But like,
Well,
for fantasy, it's great because all of a sudden that no-name second string asshole or player that you didn't expect much from does like a nice play, like, oh sweet, last-minute touchdown.
Oh, you mean
Get
Rome?
the 10 points that you need.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now,
Yep.
if you were one of, we're talking like sports now. Anyway, fuck that shit. I'm done with the Lions. They could suck my left nut. Red Wings won though.
Mm-hmm.
Man, 4-8, really? Come on, guys.
I'm an Arizona Cardinals fan, so I get a lot of shit up here in Seattle.
We were 11-5. I mean, we were 11-4 last. Oh my god.
Man, Cardinals were looking good.
Cardinals suck too.
3 or 4 seasons ago, they were pretty. Well, no, maybe a little more than that.
What you
But
got? Something?
then they lost. They got hurt when they lost. What was it? Bolden. What was the duo?
It was,
Bolden.
Carson Palmer when he went down last year. They were 9-1, and by him going down, they went out the stretch like 4 and lost their last 4 out of 5 games or something like that. Yeah, got beat by Detroit in the first round of the playoffs last year.
You know
But
what?
who was the dynamic duo before? It was Bolden.
A while ago, yeah, it was Anquan Bolden, Larry Fitzgerald.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm looking at this play, right? That BFT put in the. Was it? Who put that in there? Is that not Panda? He put it in there, and I'm looking at this right here. This guy right here blocked the Lions defensive. He blocked him in the back. So right there, that's a clip. So right there, dead ball.
Did they call it?
No, they did not.
Oh shit.
You know what's funny about sports is that they have all this tech so they can make instant calls and replays, but they never really use it. It always comes down to the ref's call. And like
we all know, and
I'm not so good.
I'm not bitching. I'm not bitching. I know Lions. You guys know I'm a Detroit Lions fan. That's just how it is. But I'm not bitching. I'm gonna say that again. But the Detroit Lions have been on the bad side of some shitty fucking refs this year. I know we're 4-8, but at least 4 of those games that we lost is from refs' bad calls.
Yeah.
Pass interferences that should have been on the defense or the offense that were called on the defense, or vice versa. Just bullshit plays, touchdowns that Megatron caught that they said they weren't in bounds or it wasn't an official catch. I mean, come on, man. We've been screwed out of 3 or 4 wins at least. If we had that, dude, we'd be 8-4 right now.
Yeah. But the refs do have a tough job, but sometimes I think they just make a call because they don't like someone. Someone rubbed them the wrong way. It's like,
they are.
They're
you
gonna talk back,
man.
son? I got you.
You gonna talk back to me, huh? Haha. Guess what? You're gonna be holding on the next play.
Yep. That's how it goes down, man.
Stuff up here in Seattle, man. They always blame. Always the rest they're blaming all the damn time.
Oh man, when I move to Seattle, Cam Dizzle, are you gonna come to my studio and do a podcast with me?
Oh hell yeah, dude.
Obi's just lighting up over there. Oh.
Right. But yeah, you'll have to come do. Give me a second. You'll have to come do a podcast when I move to Seattle.
Oh yeah, I will. That'll be fun.
Obi, wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Yeah.
You guys don't
Shut
see
your
it
hole,
right
mother trucker.
But Obi's putting something big and elongated in his mouth right now.
I got something.
I'll be right there.
Did anybody see that new trailer today? I mentioned it earlier. The Superman versus Batman Dawn of Justice trailer that came out today.
I have to fix it again, guys. I'm doing it. Sorry.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I'm even interested.
The what trailer?
The Superman versus Batman Dawn of Justice. I'm not interested in it anymore. They just totally spoiled the whole.
I was interested. Batman versus Superman, but then once I seen what it was, and then it kind of lost.
Yeah, it's like Doomsday shows up at the end of the trailer, and I'm like, well, you just totally let the cat out of the bag. You just spoiled the whole fucking movie for me.
Yes,
yeah, they do a really bad job with those trailers.
Pure darkness.
They don't leave anything to the imagination. It's like, But I think the bigger problem is that the DC movies, they won't be compelling to me, at least until they have more of a universe and some integration of things. You know, like
Well, that's what they're doing right now. The Dawn of Justice is like doing what Marvel did when Iron Man came out. Building next movie is going to be a Justice League movie. All of them.
and I'm not
Solo
holding my breath
movies.
though. I know that they're bringing Constantine is coming back.
Uh-huh.
He's coming back to TV, and then the movie version of Constantine is gonna be played by Colin Farrell, isn't it? No.
Well, there
Think.
was already a Constantine movie with Keanu Reeves.
Yeah, no, but they're rebooting that and they're having someone
Yeah.
else play him. So I liked it. I liked the old Constantine movie, but if they want to make it more aligned with like the TVs, I don't know, or just start fresh. I don't know what they're trying to do, but we'll see.
The actual comic. I like
Yeah.
how the Star Wars. I know they got the new one. I know they got a lot of TV spots out there. There's like 12 or 13 of them, but they're still not revealing like what the hell the story is even about. So I kind of like it how they do it that way.
Yeah, I think there's potential. I think if anything, I'm excited about Star Wars, but I'm probably not gonna catch it this year. Because if I was an asshole, I'd be like, all right, I'm gonna go watch a movie by myself, guys. Bye. But I can't do that. So that if I bring one person, I have to bring everybody. So it gets expensive, yo. Wait till it goes to $2 theater.
I got a. What was it when the Phantom Menace came out? Man, that was a huge letdown for me. I don't want to go through that again.
Yeah, but we have another podcast, Star Wars Rebels Cast, and we were talking about how to enjoy those new movies, the prequel movies. If you go back to it with a certain looking at it from a different perspective, it makes a whole lot more sense.
I do like them. I mean, there's moments to them. I actually am a fan. Actually a little bit of the Phantom Menace. A little bit. I mean, there's some parts in it that I watch over and over.
Well, like the pod racing.
Pod racing, the Duel of Fates. Yeah, that's about it. The pod race and the lightsaber battle at the end.
He's like, I watch all of it like over and over again. Well, just the beginning and the end.
Like, yeah, I like the Phantom Menace if it was made into a 10-minute short.
There you go.
Yeah.
Oh my god. So how are we on time? We got like what, a half hour left, Obi?
Yep.
Does that sound about right?
Round
about
35.
We're gonna do a little quickie and kind of give you guys a preview of some of the stuff that we're cooking up. So let's gonna do a real quick, super quickie. Quickie, bye. Oh, you gonna do it, Obi? You were gearing up. Either that or you had a really good fart coming along. I don't know what. What? It's like. It's like a Dragon Ball Z fight sequence. Like.
Quickie.
God.
Can you smell what the gang is cooking?
So yeah, we're cooking up some stuff here, Geeky Antics. The
God
gang
damn it! You didn't even do it.
No.
He was supposed to say my dick. Just kidding. But he didn't. Yogi's famous line, and he didn't even do it.
My dick.
God damn.
No.
Well, fuck it.
I want to go through it quick so we get to the main discussion.
Go ahead. Go.
What's his tagline?
My dick.
My dick. He's supposed to do. Can you smell what the gang is cooking? And it'd be like my dick. But we're gonna go through it quick because we gotta get to the games. We got a lot of games to talk about.
Go.
Tonight. But here's the thing. So we said we were gonna do a more structured game of the year, games of the year show. I don't know if we'll do it for Christmas Eve or we'll do it next week. We'll figure that out. Maybe we'll spread it out through several shows, and then we'll have. We'll also have a 2016 perspective, the games that we're looking forward to next year. That's what we'll do. We'll do that. There's a lot. Me personally, I'm more excited about what's coming out next year. Cause I'm more a multiplayer gamer, and we got the Division, and we got the Battleborn, and
Yeah, I was reading some articles today that 2016 is going to be a huge. They're anticipating it's going to be a pretty big year for a lot of gaming companies.
Yeah, I think so too. Like I think this year has primed the pump, but I think next year we're really gonna gain traction with the so-called next-gen consoles. So we'll talk about that. Um, we also have a new podcast feed coming up for those of you that subscribe to our aggregate feeds where you get all our shows. Hopefully, I'll get that up this weekend. It's gonna be a big deal because, a lot of people find us through those feeds, and it's all of our shows. And we have a feed that's all exclusive shows, and then we have a feed that's gonna be all our shows, and then the syndicated shows on our network, and shows that we like, our favorite shows. So you can get a whole mixed bag of treats there. So that's gonna come up, and then we'll have that piped into like Stitcher, um, iTunes, TuneIn Radio, and what else? Player FM. So that's a big. So stay tuned for that. We'll probably tweet out about that, and there'll be updates on Facebook. We're also trying to work on something that I'm surprised. I've been searching around for this, and I know we talked about this before. Still haven't found anyone that's doing this. Twitch host roulette. Now there's Twitch hosting, automated hosting, but no one's doing like chat roulette for freaking Twitch, where you can like roulette. I'm being fancy. Roulette. Ole.
But nobody knows what you mean when you say it like that.
Roulette. Okay, I'm sorry. I try to be fancy.
Don't. Fancy, it's not man. You.
Okay, your face is fancy.
I know.
But no one's offering that.
So is your mic face.
Yeah, you like that? I gotta put the sticker back on there. The little
not really
mouth. But just have like a.
You said it. I was thinking it.
What, the sticker?
Oh, his mic face.
Yeah, it's my thing. But like just what I mean, like it'd be nice to have something where you could cycle through a bunch of channels and have it actually show that feed rather than just hosting it. Because if you host someone, it doesn't show up on mobile, and I don't know why Twitch did this. I don't understand the logic behind it, because it defeats the purpose of hosting. When most people are on mobile watching streams, all they see is a dead channel. So someone needs to make a third-party fix where you can have it go through a whole cycle through different channels based upon channels that you put in a playlist or something, and we'll have this as a widget or something that people could use. I'm working on kind of a script. Maybe I might have to make a full-on little plugin or something for that, like a little widget type thing. So stay tuned for that. That's it for now. We should just go straight to the main event while Obi plays with his PP. But I can't see what it is. What is that? Is that Venture Capitalist? Oh my God, you're playing on mobile too? Damn.
I have it on 3 devices, dude.
They got you.
I have it on 3. I have it on this. I have it on my Kindle, and I have it on PC.
Damn, son.
Just like Gems of War. I got it on all 3 now.
Did you link your account, or you had separate accounts?
I'm gonna link them, but not yet.
Yeah, because when you link it, it'll let you choose your one favorite account, and then every device will have that one account. So.
Hey Obi, we need to talk in a few weeks about something.
I think that was just for you, Obi.
Okay.
For us to share on the show.
Why not?
But anyway, our feature discussion, guys. This is community gaming with the gang.
And now for our feature presentation. Dun 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 dun.
Credits.
Dun 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 dun.
I think Obi really enjoys that part.
I do.
Cha-cha. I like the little cha-cha, man. Cha-cha. So these are some games that you folks in the community have been wanting us to play, requesting for us to play, and more importantly, to play under the Geeky Antics banner. So we're kind of exploring different games right now that have some real social layers that are good to organize, preferably free, and also universally supported by multiple devices, ideally. And well, there's two games I think. Well, I would say three that really fit the bill very well. We got Gems of War, Warframe, and Heroes of the Storm. Now, Gems of War is on pretty much every platform that really matters.
A
And
stupid
actually,
fucking game.
it's on every platform that matters because it's not on Mac, and no one really games on Mac. So there you go. I'm just saying. Warframe, which you get on Steam. I think that's on Mac and PC, and it's also on Xbox One. I don't know about PS4, but man.
Who cares about PS4?
And Heroes of the Storm, that's a game that we've been loving forever, and we always go back to it. And every time, it's like we never stop playing. But we need to really like start doing some ranked team battles on there. I would love to get back active on that, like hardcore status that we were before. And the good thing about this is it works on Mac and PC, and you could fine tune the settings so that if you don't have a very powerful computer, you can still run it, and it'll perform well.
BFT, and I quote, "If you bought a Mac for gaming, you fucked up." End quote.
Yeah, it's funny because part of the reason I always give Apple a lot of our Apple fanboys friends, our Apple advocate friends, as to say, a hard time is because my little brother, like, I don't know what happened to him with a Windows computer at one point, but like he had a falling out, and now he's purely Apple. So like he tells everybody, like every time they ask him recommendation for a computer, he's like, "Oh yeah, buy an Apple computer. It's a really good value." It's like, dude, you're telling someone in good conscience to spend 3 to 4 times more money for something that is severely limited.
You need to bring him back into the light.
Yeah, like I know he has money to throw around like all willy nilly, but like my cousin who's always complaining about money and is one of the cheapest bastards I know. Good lord, like when he was broke, like everybody in our gaming clan, our gaming group would buy him games on Xbox Live Arcade and give him like Xbox Live sub cards and Microsoft points. And do you think that motherfucker has got anybody anything in return? Nope. He's always like, "Oh, I'm broke. No, I don't really have the money right now." Although you'll tell him about a sale, he'll be like, no. It's like, dude, it's 80% off. Like, what are you thinking about? Like, dude, it's free. It's like, yeah, but then I gotta download it. Like, he's always got some excuse. But then he's talking to my brother about like, "Hey, I got that Apple Air and that MacBook Air." I'm like, "Oh my God, why? Why are you throwing your money away? You know what? Just here, you got money burning a hole in your pocket. Just get a lump of money out of your pocket and throw it into a fire. At least that will be more entertaining."
Fuck that! Don't throw it in the fire. Send it to me.
I know, right?
I use it to keep my window up.
Right, there you go. Do something. Keep your window up.
Use it as a damn bookend or something.
or make comfortable cushions for your like little insoles for your shoes. Walk on money. Yeah, something.
Or balance your table out.
Oh yeah, you got a little wobbly table or a
Yeah,
washing
there you go.
machine. Yeah, these are the good recommendations. But back to the discussion in here. The beauty with us, the value is nowhere in Apple's description. Yeah, like I get it that you don't have to fuck with this. It's low maintenance. It's easy to use out of the box, but you're so limited in what you could do. It's just and you're spending so much money. Like I look at the prices of those MacBooks. Good lord, and there's nothing special about them. I don't get it. Like I'm looking at it like. They'll make it sound like Apple's really good at making something really basic sound amazing. It's like, and now we have a DVD Blu-ray combo player. It plays in 1080p. You could stream Netflix. No way! And the Apple people, I don't know what it is. Like, are they stuck in like 89 or something? So like, did they just come out of like stasis and then they hear this? And they're like, "Holy shit! You can stream fucking movies in 1080p? What?"
It's an elitist group that buys those. I have to work with them at work when I can't.
It is. I think that's what it simply is. It's just people that they realize they're douchebags by saying that Apple's number one, but they justify themselves by saying it's a really solid product. It's the best product out there. No, just I'd rather people go around and like, hey, I got a lot more money than you, and I don't have responsibilities, so I could just piss my money away. I just got some hookers and blow last night, and I gave everybody that left an Apple MacBook Air. There you go, and then I'd be like, oh, cool story, man. I'm glad you have that kind of money.
It's not even user friendly. When I first even got on one at work about a year and a half ago, I'm like, everything was just backwards. Like, weird
Yeah.
shit, man. It took me like almost 4 months just to even.
What was that you cut out? It took you 4 months to
Oh,
what?
and I was saying, yeah, it took me like 4 months just to even, like, it's not user friendly at all. Like, if you never used one before, it's not user friendly.
I agree. Like, I think what people think is intuitive is more of an on rails experience. What they do is they limit how much you could do, so there's less things you could break or make mistakes on. Like for like the classic Apple mouse, one button, and it's always been that one.
I can't stand that damn thing.
Yeah, it's like, well, do I left click, right click? Do I use the middle button? Well, now you don't have any options, so you can only do one thing because the Apple user might think there might be some other options. Like the savvy Apple user will be like, well, maybe if I shake it like a Wiimote, it might do something. If I talk to it, maybe? How about if I slap my dick on it? Nope, that didn't work. I'll just go back to that single click. Oh my god. See, I caught on what we're saying. Apple fanboys will believe anything Apple tells them. Yeah. I mean, hey, look, if you got that kind of money to spend on Apple and you feel justified in buying it, cool. I don't want to hear you bitchy about money probably later on. Telling you guys.
Do other things to be cool besides buying that.
Yeah, something like, I don't know, invest in penny stocks.
One thing I know, back in the day when it was like iPod and all that stuff. Hell, I was on the Zune team of Microsoft. I still got my Zune. I'll still claim that was better than any of those damn things even came out.
And that's the thing. Like the iPoop, the iPod. I mean, that's really what was their entry point into coming back, really, because while those MP3 players were hot, iPod became synonymous with MP3 player. So people would go into the store and be like, and I told Obi this story. I know I've used this story plenty of times on this show. So if you've heard it before, guys, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna say it again. People would go into the store and be like, "Yeah, can you show me your iPods?" And then they look at the price. They're like, "That's expensive." My friend bought an iPod for like a fifth of that price. It's like, it wasn't an iPod then. It was an MP3 player. Yeah, one of those. It's like, not all right. This is the relationship, buddy. Every iPod is an MP3 player, but not every MP3 player is an iPod. Do you see how that relationship goes? Like, man. Anyway, I'm not gonna go off on that again.
My first one was even a Rio Chiba. You ever remember those?
Oh hell yeah, Rio and Creative used to have some. Oh, and Arcos. They used to have some of the best MP3 players out there, hands down. Before Zune came into play, at least.
Hey, I like the Zune. I hear when I go to a store and people are like, "Oh, iPod this," and I was like, "Hey, you got Zune?"
Yeah, but see, do you remember? The Nomad jukebox used to use a 2.5-inch like laptop style hard drive, and it was easy to mod, so you could just swap out the hard drive and make it bigger. And it was shaped like a CD player, like a portable CD player. I loved that thing.
Yeah, the Zune OS is now the new Windows Phone. That's what it turned out or morphed into.
Yeah, like so Zune kind of lives on, like they're taking like a lot of the framework and spread it out.
HD, yeah.
So it still lives on. But back to game. I know we're running out of time, but so Gems of War. Well, actually, before we get into Gems of War, guys, we have a lot to talk about in that game. But Warframe, Obi, we were just saying, Obi, when we played earlier today, And we're gonna maybe play after the show, but I'm beat. I don't know if I can make it. But Obi might host something after the show, so we'll
Yeah,
see.
probably not, dude.
But we'll play. We'll play soon. But it's Warframe is free, and this game is basically Destiny before there was Destiny. This is what Destiny should have been. A game that actually has a lot of replay value and is fun. And I mean, this game is beautiful, highly customizable. It's fast paced. I mean, this game is like what 4 or 5 years old. I know it's only been around on consoles for like 2 years, maybe. Yeah, that sounds about right. But even back then, it was beautiful. It was ahead of its time. So today, it doesn't look dated at all. Like it just, I'm always in awe how good the game looks and how smooth it plays. No screen tearing, no stuttering, nothing. I mean, it doesn't matter if you're on a quad core. The game design, the game developers made it so that the engine would run optimally on just about any setup, and it's just a great game. Like there's parkour, there's like you're freaking ninja robots. I mean, how badass is that? And and then it's all like futuristic looking. It's like Tron, Titanfall, freaking Destiny, like all the good parts of these wonderful things. Star Wars, freaking all these awesome things all in one place. I mean, it's even got some Assassin's Creed flavor in there with the assassinations you could do and the stealth and all that. I mean, it's a little bit of everything, and then at the same time it's its own thing. It's worth checking out. It's a fun game, and there's a really strong like co-op element. I'm not that big on the PvP area of it because PvP I hear is still more pay to win, and that's when it stops being a free to play game. But the PvE stuff is fun. But Gems of War, this is the game we're gonna really focus on. And by the way, I do want to give an honorable shout out to Smite. We still play that, and that's a great game to play on Xbox and PC. Um, and if you can spend the money, Elite Dangerous is a game I would look at, guys. I'm gonna throw that out there. And Rainbow Six Siege. Now, Elite Dangerous, I think was going for $49.99. If they finally brought it down to like $15. It's a open world space shooter simulation game. It's crazy. It's an MMO. It's a space simulation game. Like you have to really learn how to control your ship. You customize the controls. I think Obi might like this when he sees it, but it's really complex. Like it's like EVE Online level of complex, where it's like if you're not really dedicated, you're gonna be like, what the hell is going on? Check out Elite Dangerous. But all right, Gems of War. Gems of War. Now this is, I'm gonna just say it straight up. It's a match 3 puzzle game. It's from the original developers of Puzzle Quest, but I'd say it's better than Marvel Puzzle Quest, and it feels like there's more to it. To me, it feels like there's a lot more to it than just matching colors, you know, because there's like the core mechanics to me revolve around resource management. Then you have the deck building stuff. So if you like your TCGs and CCGs, there's that in there. It's got a tactical element to it too, because the placement of your troops, the combinations of your troops, you know, and when you use your abilities, you know, when you attack, when you defend, kind of stuff. It's very tactics, very strategy focused. And then, of course, you have the match 3 puzzle solving. So the core mechanics are very strong. And another thing I like about this game is why I'm really highly recommending it. And I've been pimping it out like crazy. We don't. I have talked to the people behind the game, and they seem very responsive. But we're not being paid to say this. I just think it's honestly a great game. But maybe we'll get them on the show to talk about it. But what I love about it is that you don't feel married to it. Cause guys, don't you hate when you play a game and you're not? It's not that you're really enjoying it. It's just like you feel like you're obligated to follow through with it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Cam, you ever feel like that? Did we lose Cam?
I'm here.
No, he's here.
You ever feel like that?
Like you're obligated to play something.
Yeah, like you're married to it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and BFT says Elite Dangerous has another game coming out. Yeah, but you know, but $15 is a good entry point. If the new game comes out, it's gonna be expensive. So this is a good
Yeah,
way to see
I
what they
haven't
have.
played it. I haven't played it yet. I was just on the another window checking it out. Um, I like those type of games. I look. I'm gonna play that tonight.
Oh, do you like the match 3 puzzle games?
Yeah, I just haven't played them in a while, but
I
lately
see.
I've been playing like Bejeweled, Blitz, and all that stuff.
Ah, so you're gonna
Facebook.
love this.
Yeah. Well, I worked on the Bejeweled games at PopCap about uh 4 or 5 years ago. I
Oh
got
yeah,
hooked on all those.
you know did you ever meet John Vecchi?
It's been a while. I mean, I know they after I had left or got laid off in '07. That's when EA came in and bought PopCap.
Oh yeah, you were just on the cusp of that. Yeah. I know a bunch of guys that worked there and they even founded the company, so a lot of history there. But see, this is what I'm saying. Like this game is addicting, but it doesn't feel. It's not like a lot of games where you have to keep coming back to it, like because your energy. You have to wait for your energy to recharge, or if you don't play
Yeah,
enough, you fall behind. None of that.
yeah. There's a game right now I'm playing on mobile. I don't really play a lot of mobile games. It's called the Onion Knights, whatever. But it's one of those things where you have to like wait a while to get charged up, whatever, so you can like get more stuff to upgrade your weapons and
Yeah. See, I don't like that because like their thinking is, well, we'll give them a taste, get them hooked, and then they'll realize they can't keep playing, and they'll want to pay money, or they'll just have to wait. They don't have to
yeah,
spend money, but if they want to keep playing, they do. But that's stupid because it's like, as a game designer, I want people to keep playing my game as much as possible, and I don't want to make a false ceiling where they're like, well, gotta come back later because now I ran out of energy.
Right.
yeah. Just keep it simple. I mean, if your game is fun, the fun factor, you're gonna keep going back and playing it anyways.
Yeah, and there's other ways people can spend money without feeling dirty about it, you know?
Yeah.
So this game, the Gems of War doesn't seem to have any paywalls or like pay to win aspects that I've seen yet. I mean, there's always going to be some degree of it, but some. BFT says that as a business, you want the money to come in. It's not a very smart business decision though, because 9 times out of 10, I know for me, if a game has that, I'm just gonna stop playing it. Like it has to be really, really awesome for me to keep playing it. And by the way, guys, if you want to see the details about our guilds on Gems of War, on Facebook.com/geeky antics, there's a few posts on there about Gems of War. Just leave in the comments your invite code, and then we'll bring you in. Now we're running out of space on the Steam Steam/Android. So supposedly the cross-platform works between Steam, Android, and iOS/iTunes. Not Mac. No Mac. Um, yeah. Xbox One is its own separate thing. PS4 is its own separate thing, I believe. Cause well, actually, PS4 might be part of it, might be included, but I know Xbox One doesn't have cross-platform support. So we have two separate guilds, one on Xbox One and one for everything else. We're running out of space in the other one that's not Xbox. So we might have to, see if we can create more spots. Cause you have to get people. Basically, everybody has to be involved. It's through collective economics. People donate gold, and you can farm gold in the game. So it's not a big deal. It's not like you're spending real money. And then you level up the guild, and that in turn gives people in the guild more perks and rewards and whatnot. So it's a good system, and I like the fact that it's like a nice little PvP layer to it. Like you have to set up your defensive armies and your attacking armies. You can invade people, but there's a high risk, high reward aspect to invading people because every time you battle someone, that you have to pay gold. Like basically, you're putting money on a wager on the battle, and if you lose, you lost that money. And like in some of these high level battles, you're spending 200, 300, 500 gold, and it hurts if you lose that battle. So if you're a gambling person, there's that aspect in here too. It's a simple game that if like people people will look at it initially, they're like, it's just a freaking puzzle game. But once you see like how much depth there is to it, it's very satisfying. What do you think,
Is it
Obi?
fun like puzzle? Is it fun like Puzzle Fighter?
I like it.
Like fun like Puzzle Fighter. Yes, I would say yes. I would put it up there with Puzzle Fighter, and I love Puzzle Fighter.
Yeah.
Obi likes it, and he hates match 3 puzzle games. So that tells you something.
That's true.
So I see a lot of potential with this. I'm gonna talk to the developers and see if they could throw us some codes to redeem, entice people to. That's what I want to do. I want to get a lot of buzz. Get on our Facebook, comment, get some conversation going, share stuff, like the Gems of War page. Let them know that we sent you over from Geeky Antics, and I think this could be a nice little community game where it's it's a free game, so everybody can jump on it. It'll run on just about any platform, so it's a good least common denominator. Because even like Heroes of the Storm and Warframe, there's people out there that can't even play the games. BFT said he played a little earlier. He wasn't wild. I mean, you gotta give it a shot. But BFT does have the attention span of an amoeba, so I get that. BFT will play like 2 rounds or something with us, and we'll never see him load that game up again, i.e. Smite. That happened with Heroes of the Storm, too.
It did. I mean, he bought that game. He bought Heroes of the Storm, that early pack, for me. And then he never played again.
That's true. That is true. I forgot about that. BFT would be the person you get into your focus group as a game developer when you really want to see, like, all right, let's see if we market this game towards assholes with really short attention span. Let's see what the most brutal opinions would say about this, and if they don't completely hate it, we're on the right track. Like if they can hate it, but as long as they don't completely take a shit on it, it's fine. Then they said, how about that BFT guy? Let's bring him into this. He's like, it stinks, but at least it's not The Last of Us. Thank you, sir. Thank you. That's what we needed to hear. Good hustle. Then he gets slapped on the ass. And then his beard, then the beards he was hiding all fall out.
Out of his ass?
I mean, I'm not saying they were in his ass. That's what you said. That's what you said.
Yeah, but that's what you implied.
Oh, see, BFT liked The Last of Us.
That dirty.
Explains a lot. Last of Us, great movie, terrible game. Now I know everything I need to know about BFT from that. I can tell a lot about a person whether they loved Last of Us or hated it. Cam, what you think about over there? What you doing over there?
I'm just trying to remember the Last of Us movie. If that was, I'm trying to remember what.
So they haven't come out with the movie. They're actually working on a movie, but it's a video game.
Yeah, it's based off a video game. Yeah, I was just trying to remember what it was. Getting late.
Yeah, it is. Guys, we do want to make sure that we're going to be talking about this for the next few weeks. I'm sure.
BFT, I love
to
you,
the end
man.
of the year, getting our top games of the year for Geeky Antics together. But if you guys have anything that you guys want to put forward, send us a voicemail 206-415-4987, or you guys can send us a mail at mail@geekyantics.net. I know I'm not trying to cut Yogi off, but he knows when I start this, it's time.
Yeah.
So
I do want to say one more thing though. Before for the next few shows, everybody should tweet us and email us, hit us up on Facebook with like their favorite games of this year, what they're looking forward to in 2016, or better yet, join us live, and we'll
right.
get the conversation going.
Here it is, guys. If you're gonna use Twitter, and I'm gonna start it right now, Yogi, write this down. Hashtag.
Keep touch.
No, I was gonna say like hashtag gang pics or something like that, and then we could, I don't know, hashtag gang games.
Hashtag gang
game
gang
pickings.
bangs.
No,
Gang,
not gang bang.
Gangbang's probably not taken, right?
Gang games.
Orgy.
I don't know.
We'll, we'll tweet it out. We'll tweet it out, and then
we'll start something. But use that hashtag every time you guys go, so we can actually we'll get the conversation started, so that you guys can tell us, as a viewer or as a person that's that doesn't really get on TeamSpeak, just listens to the show. You guys can let us know your point of views and what you guys like, especially if it's one of those sleeper picks that we forget or we don't think of. We still want to know. So, guys, HorsePLAY Live is everywhere you can download or listen to awesome podcasts, including allgames.com, Player FM, Stitcher, or TuneIn Radio. Please take a few minutes out, thumbs up, favorite, subscribe, even share. Hell, even better, it really helps us out with some comments and reviews as well. It's quick and easy. It really helps us out. Huge thanks to all those that have been promoting our content. Every little bit helps. It really does. You guys have no idea. If you guys like eye candy, we do that too. Check us out on YouTube and Twitch, youtube.com/Geeky Antics, twitch.tv/Geeky Antics, here on Geeky Antics Network. In collaboration with All Games Radio Network, we have tons of shows with a wide spectrum of topics that we cover. So we can't possibly plug the whole podcast lineup. But if you guys want to check out your favorite podcast, you guys can go to that geekyantics.net/scheduling. And of course, over on the aggregate aggregate feeds over at geekyantics.net/podcasts. Don't forget, guys, all the intro and outro theme music, it's all provided by technox.com. That's techno with a K. So you guys go check him out. It's all royalty free. Thousands of songs you guys can choose from. But again, appreciate it. Once again, we do want to make sure we thank all our friends, supporters, our favorite streamers, podcasters. We're not gonna say any huge name, but you guys know who you are. Thank you very much for the support. So far, and I'm gonna say it in the next couple weeks, it's been a great 2015. We're doing a damn good job in it. Cam, do you have anywhere that you would like to let people know where you're at?
Well, you can find me on YouTube, the Cameron Tyrone.
Okay.
At just one word, the Cameron Tyrone. Got some cool audio movie videos on there, behind the scenes stuff, some fanboy stuff, slap together.
Nice. Yogi, yourself?
I am YogiZilla everywhere. And I always talk about Steam and Xbox Live and Twitter. But another one that's worth mentioning is Uplay, since I'll be spending a lot more time on Uplay.
Mm-hmm. Me too.
They force you to go through that shit. Even when you get the Steam version, you have to go through the Steam and then Uplay. But Uplay, I know they force you to do it, but it's kind of neat because you can make your own avatar. It's like a ghetto Xbox Live. You earn points and special unlocks.
And make sure you guys
you can find me.
Definitely. Myself, Obi1X2, everywhere you guys can think of. And make sure you guys go check out our Facebook page, facebook.com/Geeky Antics. We're putting all our tips, tricks. We're putting all our stuff right there on Facebook. So go check us out. You guys are listening to us on the allgames.com. The Dead Pixel Live Power Ranking show is followed up by the Knuckleballer Radio. I almost messed that one up. And it's new time every Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern. But be sure to hang out and chat by clicking the live or chat button. Now, remember that our friends at B Team Podcast, that used to be on Thursdays, are now on Tuesdays at 9 p.m. Eastern on our unofficial sister network, All Games Radio Network, which is like the prime slot. So go check them out, guys. But that's for us from myself, Obi1X2, YogiZilla, even Cam Dizzle in the house. It's HorsePLAY Live. See you next week. Later.
Later, taters.
Later, taters. That worked.
It's a food reference. It works.
Yeah.
Later, potato.
I don't know what music this is, guys, so enjoy. We'll see you.